With college football 25 just a few days away, here are 5 tips to becoming the best recruiter in Dynasty Mode. Tip number 1, with over 276 coaching abilities in the game, some of them not even being able to be acquired yet because there's certain requirements you have to reach, it is going to be vital that you go into the recruiter ability. There are 2 levels of recruiter abilities in the game. One is a recruiter and then the other is an elite recruiter. And to be an elite recruiter, you have to sign 2 top 5 recruiting classes as well as spend 50 in recruiter. So at bare minimum, you'll have this ability in your 3rd year. And with going into the recruiter, another tip I would say is to go specifically for the position you would want. With advanced look on the position you need, it takes less time to fully scout that position. While without that advanced look, it would take 30 hours. With it, it only takes 10. The next tip we got is take advantage of the preseason. In the preseason, you'll have more recruiting hours than a regular week because it's not games or anything going on. But in the preseason, you can only scout and offer players scholarships. And the amount of hours you have is directly tied to the program that you decided to start. So a program like Kennesaw State isn't going to have as many recruiting hours as, let's say, a Georgia. You can see they have about 450, while Georgia will probably have 1,000. Now, thirdly, let's talk about setting up your recruiting board. Every team has its needs, and based on those needs is how you need to set up your recruiting board. Let's not go all out willy-nilly, get this position, that position, and that position. As you can see in this screenshot, Kennesaw State kind of needed everything, so he couldn't go wrong, but he decided to start being quarterback because a great quarterback can change the face of a franchise. When it comes to recruits and setting up your recruiting board, you can see everything from the top schools that you may want to worry about when trying to get this recruit, as well as their interest level in you, the stage they are in deciding, the state they're from, the pipeline, what year they're in, whether that be high school or JUCO, do they have any offers, as well as height and weight. They show you all of that, but you don't get all the other good stuff. You got to start recruiting for that one. You got to scout for those things. As you can see, some of these prospects have narrowed down the schools they're going to go to the top 8. If you choose to go for a lower pipeline school, then you have to worry about some of these recruits are just going to be grayed out because it's deal breakers that you just can't help them with. As you can see, pro potential, and he chose Kennesaw State, newer to the FBS. Yeah, that's how that's going to be. So the deal breaker, they're grayed out. There's nothing you can do. But some of those guys, their deal breaker is playing time, and what you need in everything, and they being really good players, you can shoot your shot at those guys. So pay attention to your prospect list and don't get discouraged when you see them grayed out. You can always go for these players. Another tip will be, if you're really going for a position, and let's say the deal breaker for one of these guys is playing time. As you can see with that quarterback, his deal breaker is playing time. And since that popped up, it's at a D+ for you because you have other quarterbacks on your prospect list, so he feels as if he's in competition. Maybe he don't get that much playing time. So all you have to do is remove these prospects from your board, and as you can see, the playing time deal breaker is an A+ for you. I don't know how many tips that was, but we're gonna have even more videos dropping for you guys in the next coming days. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is what we're going to be doing over here, man. I'm excited for college football 25, and you guys let me know if you're excited too. And shout out to Not the Expert for his Dynasty run. This is where we got all this information from, and I decided to give you guys some of the focal points that I saw in the video. So I'm going to leave his video in the description below for you guys to check that out. Drop a like, subscribe. We up out of here.